up, Taiwan? I'm Jeremy Olivier with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. U.S. President Donald Trump's Liberation Day tariffs are back in effect after an appeals court halted a lower court decision freezing them. As Chris Gorin reports, the competing rulings could set the stage for a showdown at the Supreme Court.
Traders on the New York Stock Exchange ring the bell with high hopes after many of U.S. President Donald Trump's Liberation Day tariffs were paused. The U.S. Court of International Trade on Wednesday ruled the tariffs were illegal under a national emergency authority. But by the afternoon, an appeals court had temporarily reinstated the levies. Administration officials say they're here to stay.
The tariffs remain in place. The court told us, they didn't all but tell us, they told us, go do it another way. So you can assume that even if we lose, we will do it another way. Though there's no plan B, it's plan A, okay?
Trump attacked the initial ruling online, calling for swift Supreme Court intervention. But the case has not yet made it that far, as the government waits for decisions from the lower courts.
It seems like the soonest would be about the second week of June. And then if everything goes against the government before the Court of International Trade, as well as before the Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit, then the government has the option of escalating one rung further and moving to the Supreme Court.
While the administration battles it out in courtrooms, damage resulting from the uncertainty can already be felt at the ports. The country's largest, in Los Angeles, says it expects import volume to be down by double digits this month compared to last year. Some lawyers say each new ruling on tariffs adds to the uncertainty.
Every time it goes through one set of decision makers, everyone with an interest here is sort of collectively holding their breath and wondering, okay, how are they going to come out? And also a bit, how fast are they going to make that decision?
But the administration says the tariffs are achieving their goals, pressuring nations into trade deals before a 90-day pause on the import taxes expires.
They are coming to us in good faith and trying to complete the deals before the 90-day pause ends. So we've seen no change in their attitude in the past 48 hours. As a matter of fact, I have a very large Japanese delegation coming to my office first thing tomorrow morning.
While the tariffs make their way through the courts, it's not a stretch to say that the whole world is waiting to see just how high up the fight will go. Devin Tsai and Chris Gorin for TaiwanPlus.
U.S. officials have told Reuters Washington plans to ramp up arms sales to Taiwan, potentially surpassing U.S. President Donald Trump's first-term levels. Two officials say weapons sales to Taiwan under a second Trump administration could easily exceed the $18.3 billion approved during his first term. They're also urging Taiwan's opposition not to block defense budget hikes as the country aims to boost military spending to 3% of GDP. New arms packages are expected to focus on missiles, drones, and munitions meant to counter China's growing military pressure. Chinese Defense Minister Dong Jun is not attending this year's Shangri-La dialogue in Singapore, the first time China's top military official has missed the summit since 2019. Instead, a delegation from Beijing's National Defense University is being sent to the three-day annual Security Forum, which kicked off today. French President Emmanuel Macron and U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth were among the world leaders attending the forum. Analysts expect they will discuss issues including the war in Ukraine, U.S. tariffs, and regional military tensions in the South China Sea and Taiwan Strait. Ahead of the Dragon Boat Festival on Saturday, hundreds of teams are participating in a large-scale dragon boat racing event in Taipei, part of the holiday festivities across the country. Cadence Coranto reports.
Here at one of Taipei's scenic riverside parks, an important centuries-old tradition is underway. The dragon boat races going on behind me are just part of the festivities that are going on all across Taiwan ahead of tomorrow's Dragon Boat Festival, an important holiday not just here in Taiwan, but in a lot of countries across Asia. The festival commemorates the life of Qu Yuan, a Chinese poet and politician who, legend has it, drowned himself in a river during China's Warring States period thousands of years ago, when his state was surrendered to its rivals. There are several explanations of what came next, but one is that after his death, villagers paddled along the river to try to find his body, and threw rice dumplings into the water to prevent fish from eating him, which some say is where dragon boat racing comes from. Today, the sport involves teams of paddlers in narrow boats racing various distances, and a drummer helping to keep them on pace. Happening here is an international event with over 200 teams taking part. The races will take place all day Friday and will continue throughout the weekend, with finals set for Sunday. Some teams here are organized by businesses or universities. Others are formal dragon boat racing clubs. This team is made up of employees of a company that sells kitchen appliances. They've been coming to race here for 4 years, and their general manager says dragon boat racing is good for team building.
我们一辈子大概很少有机会可以划龙舟，这对每个人是一个记录，也是一个纪念。那第二个是说，我们平常很多没有在一起工作的同事，可以借由这一艘船，让我们坐在船上，大家一起努力。
Others have come for the same reason, saying it's a good way for people to come together. This team was last year's winner in the small boat division and have confidence that they will do well this year, too.
我们其实准备很久了，我们今年目标是冠军啊，我们觉得我们一定会。
And it's not just Taiwanese here. This team came from Okinawa, close to a U.S. military base. Many of its members are part of the U.S. military, Navy, or are contractors.
We have a dragon boat team in Okinawa, Japan, and we race locally there a lot. So when we heard about the big international race here, we wanted to, travel and see how it works here, because we are in Japan. It's a little bit different. It's Sabanis, wooden boats. So the boats here are very different than what we're used to paddling in.
Those who have come out to watch the races say they just want to take in the competitiveness and fun of it all.
因为儿子说他想要去看划龙舟，他在上幼儿园的时候，老师说，周末如果有空的话，你们可以去看划龙舟哦，对不对？
其实我每年都会来，我自己本身是选手，只是刚好这几年没有划龙舟，然后帮自己的队加油这样子。 很兴奋啊，就觉得说，哎呀，就是还想要帮忙一起比赛。
The Dragon Boat Festival is also something of an unofficial start to Taiwan's summer months. And with a lot of people off work today and good weather, events like these are drawing big and enthusiastic crowds. Eason Chen and Cadence Quaranta for TaiwanPlus.
Taiwan and Palau share more than strong diplomatic ties. They also share a love for baseball. As a demonstration of how deep this love for the game goes, the Palauan national baseball team recently came to Taiwan to train for an upcoming competition. Leslie Liao went to see them play.
A friendly game of baseball on a sunny afternoon in Taiwan's Taoyuan. The National Taiwan Sport University's school team faces off against a special away team, Palau's national squad. Palau, a Pacific island nation and one of Taiwan's 12 diplomatic allies, has sent its players here to sharpen their baseball skills. Taiwan has solidified its place as a baseball powerhouse after winning the Premier 12 tournament last November. The exchange project was a personal request from one leader to another.
刚好赖总统他去访问帛琉的时候，帛琉总统 Whips 就跟他讲说，他们今年2025年的6月底即将举办太平洋迷你运动会。那他们过去呢都只能拿到银牌跟铜牌，最大的对手都是关岛。那知道我们很强，所以他当面拜托我们的赖总统说，可不可以让他们的国家队来我们台湾做异地训练？
Taiwan and Palau share a mutual love for baseball. Both countries were first exposed to the game as Japanese colonies, and the sport's popularity has stood the test of time in both places. So the exchange program is a natural way to foster relations. This is a particularly proud moment for the Palauan ambassador in Taiwan, as many of the players on the national team are his former students.
They're all out of high school, they're adults now, and representing Palau. Makes me proud, not only being a school principal for them, but for them to represent the Republic of Palau.
During their time here, the Palau baseball team got hands-on training to help improve all aspects of their game, From hitting to fielding, each player was given the guidance to achieve greater success on the diamond.
In Taiwan, in Asia baseball, you guys are more quick. Yeah, fast. Yeah, with everything, styles are more up to speed.
They even got a private clinic in pitching from Taiwanese baseball great Chen-Ming Wang. And the trainers and coaches here have seen great improvements in the team.
经过这一段时间的这个协助跟指导过程当中，在观念上面的建立，其实差异性变得非常的大。在转传啦，或者在接球啦，在流畅性啊、稳定性，这是一个很关键的点，就是在于失误的比例变得很少。
But beyond baseball, this exchange is about building ties, not just between countries, but also between people.
因为我们跟他们沟通都是讲英文，对，然后就是用比较简单的一些单字，对，然后去进行沟通，然后我也很开心有这个机会。
These players from Palau and Taiwan may not speak the same language, but both sides are fluent in baseball. And with a deep mutual love for the game, baseball is enough to build ties and foster friendships. It's a real diplomatic home run. Hank Xu, Justin Wu, John Su, and Leslie Liao in Taoyuan for TaiwanPlus.
Entire towns in Western Canada are being forced to flee as wildfires tear through the area, displacing more than 20,000 people. Social media footage shows dramatic scenes of Manitoba shrouded in smoke, with an orange hue covering the sky. The province's government has declared a state of emergency as 14 fires burn across the region. Those are among 100 active blazes nationwide. Reports are calling it one of the worst starts to Canada's wildfire season in history. A Buddhist ceremony performed by Thailand's Chinese community is meant to help the unclaimed dead find peace. As Miriam Brunner reports, the tradition shows how integrated this community has become within broader Thai society. A warning that this report contains images of human remains.
This is Shokoku, the recycling of the abandoned bones, a Buddhist ritual performed by Thais of Chinese descent. It is organized every once in a while and can last over a week. The ritual is essentially a funeral for those whose families could not be located or did not come forward after they died.
If these people still haven't been cremated, they are considered spirits without location. They might suffer and can't be reincarnated.
The Chinese make up around 10 to 12% of Thailand's population and have intermingled with ethnic Thais for centuries. This ritual highlights how deeply integrated the ethnic Chinese community is within Thai society. Thai hospitals provide the bodies to the Chinese Thai community, who in turn offer a dignified farewell and spiritual peace to those who would otherwise have no one to fulfill the duties of filial piety. The final step is the cremation of the around 600 remains, as Buddhists believe that a soul is trapped between two worlds until its body is cremated. This ritual ceremony would not be possible without volunteers. Participants of varying ages and backgrounds come together to help, each for a different reason. Pimchi Sorndad is a 55-year-old shopkeeper who started volunteering at the age of 17.
There is no reason. My heart tells me to go. I just want to help them. Whenever there's an event like this, I just want to be there.
Other volunteers, like the 63-year-old Titiwat Ponpirat Sakun, are driven by deeply personal experiences.
Before I became a volunteer, I experienced a life-changing bus accident with many of my relatives there in the bus. Only the driver died, but it was a starting point for me to help people who died from road accidents.
The ceremony shows the collaborative relationship between the Chinese Thai community and local Thais. Both are united by their shared beliefs to garner merit and embrace their compassion for the dead. Eason Chen and Miriam Brunner for TaiwanPlus.
Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. I am Jeremy Olivier. Take care and see you next time.